Oh, damn it. I was going to think of a new intro. And I forgot. So that could be our
Make
intro.
one up on the spot, spittily spat. Everybody loves that. Pig a hat.
Yeah. Welcome back to TFE.
Spit, spat. Everybody loves that hat. Boom.
Yeah, sounds brilliant.
Hang on. T.
Anyway, how you doing?
I'm good.
Should probably introduce ourselves.
Should probably do that again.
Nah, I'll keep it all in. It's funny. All right. Welcome back to TFE with Dan and Danny. We're going to start off with what have we done this week, and if you would recommend it.
Well, I don't know if I'd recommend my one.
Oh, go on. What did you do?
I watched Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder's zombie movie on Netflix. That is him. Well, a bunch of people go into Las Vegas when it's infested with zombies and try and steal some money from a vault.
Is it overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. I just think it's bad.
It's just that bad.
Yeah, it's boring. Like, there's no stakes. Everyone... Well, okay. Do you care about spoilers? Are you going to watch this? Does anyone
I was
care?
going to, but if it's that bad...
I mean...
Does anyone like it? Or is it just
I
you?
think people are mixed on it. I think every Zack Snyder film is mixed, but
It's only his fan base who likes his films.
it's on 72%, 57, and 6.9 across IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic.
So not
Rotten
awful,
Tomatoes.
just a bit meh.
Yeah, I think... I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. I think everyone's kind of praising him just because it's his solo film, and everyone kind of doesn't want to get on his bad side at this point because he's had it rough, and everyone's like on the Zack Snyder train at this point. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not the worst movie ever. It's just really boring, and I hate all the characters.
Sounds so positive.
I am. I'm a beacon of shining hope and love. You know zombie movies and how everyone's dumb in them.
Yeah.
Dial that up to 11,
Okay.
and then make them even stupider than that.
And
And that is every character in this movie.
Wow. Sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
So
And I'm fine with dumb, stupid characters in movies, but there's just excessive dumb, stupid characters and then nothing actually works, and everyone's like unnecessary. Okay, I'll give you an example. This is a mild spoiler. There is a moment in the film where a character gets, like, swarmed by zombies, yeah?
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
And you'd think that they're, like, doing pretty well fighting off, and they're not succumbing to it yet. And everyone else in the team stares and looks at them, has guns in their hand, but does not shoot any of the zombies that are attacking that person.
Oh.
And then everyone's like, oh, we gotta go. And they just leave that person when they could have... Like, that person wasn't struggling that much. They were doing pretty well. They were fighting them off. And everyone just goes, yeah, fuck it. That person's dead. And then they blow her up.
It sounds... You don't know that. That's logic.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
But that happens twice.
Wow.
There's two separate scenes where people just stand around with guns pointed at the zombies and don't shoot. Even though the person's, like, not that badly, like, stuck.
Nah, I thought he dead. What on about? You're imagining things.
Yeah. There's a lot more bad with it, but that's just one example of how stupid people are in this movie. And also the plot, they're doing this for, I think, $200 million.
That's a big budget.
No. To go get $200 million in the... I don't know how much the movie actually costs, but the money that they're trying to get out of Las Vegas is $200 million.
Oh, right. Sorry, I think I meant actual film.
Yeah. No, but the money that they're doing...
Hang on, that's a lot of cash.
Yeah. Guess how much they managed to get out? Okay.
How much?
None.
That's a big spoiler.
Because... No, it's not.
Oh, is it?
No. Because... Basically, it's like the dumbest thing, because it's all cash, and there's like 8 people,
Mm-hmm.
and they have this. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna spoil this movie. I'm sorry if you wanted to watch this.
Skip forward like 2 minutes.
Skip. Cover your ears. Block it. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna spoil this because it's annoyed me. Right. So the premise is they go to Las Vegas, and then the government is going to nuke it so that they can just get rid of all the zombies. So they have to do it within a 4-day time period.
Okay.
But then the government goes, hey, look, we'll push the date, because they're going to try and do it on the 4th of July, because it's like, hey, Big Bang explosion, America.
Yeah, America. Yeah.
But then what happens is, during the heist, they're like, oh, well, we changed our minds. Because of backlash, we're going to move it forward a day. Rather than delay it a bit, we're going to push it forward a day. So they're on the day that the nuke is going to come in.
Oh.
Right? They go from 24 hours, 25 hours
Mm-hmm.
to an 25 and a half hours to an hour and a half to get, and they haven't even got to the safe yet. Like, opened the safe.
Oh dear.
They have an hour and 30 minutes to get $200 million from a safe
That's not going to
out
work.
on a helicopter and then fly away at the bottom of a building to the top of a very high skyscraper in an hour and a half.
Sounds doable.
Yeah, and then they don't do that, and then they get 9 minutes left on the timer, and they have to get out of that area.
They all die.
Spoilers, yes. Pretty much everyone dies, except for one character, but they have the virus on them, so they get out, and they go, and that sets up the sequel, Dan. That inevitably is going to happen.
Well, if anyone did just hear that, they just spoiled the whole film for them.
Yep, pretty much. Also, there were only like 2 characters I liked. The safecracker, the dude who's friends with the safecracker, who hates the safecracker at the beginning and thinks he's like bad. It is like, why do we need him? Because he can't shoot the safecracker's like the scaredy can't shoot zombies type of cunt.
Of course it is. Well, why wouldn't it be?
And then the daughter or the stepdaughter of Dave Bautista, she's fine. Everyone else, dumb as fuck, hate their characters, get rid of them, unnecessary, just dumb, don't like them. All fucking annoying.
Well,
also, I think the movie had someone replaced and their role reshot with another actress. And that actress is really fucking annoying, and you can clearly tell where they've had to shoot around the fact that they replaced someone. Because all of her stuff is separated, and it's a lot of back and forth shots between characters talking. And there's like clear reshoots where they've just gone, hey, look, we've just put this character in, and they're just talking to no one, but they're being really annoying for no real reason. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Sorry to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched it.
Do you not want another rant yet? For next half an hour before we get into the episode?
No.
You go. You're done.
I'm done.
Well, this week I finally broke my tradition.
You watched something again.
I watched it again, and I'm giving a weekly update. I've continued watching His Dark Materials.
Cool.
And I love it. I'm hooked into the show, and I want to watch another episode immediately, but I can't because we're in Hotel Transylvania. No, we're not in Hotel. We're in Castlevania.
That's coming up.
That's in a minute. We're in Castlevania next week. TBO.
Hell yeah. I look forward to that.
So I can't keep watching episodes, which sucks, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving the music. I'm loving the story. The title sequence is still better than the show, but that's no...
What's it about again? I don't remember.
Remember Golden Compass?
Oh, yeah, that. Okay. That's
yeah,
fine.
but the problem with Golden Compass wasn't it a bad film? It just ended.
Well, yeah, because it was trying to set up a trilogy, and then they didn't do the trilogy.
Well, yeah, but it didn't even finish the first book.
That's because they were going to make the first book a trilogy, and then the other one's a trilogy, and then they were going to try and make a Star Wars where it's 9 films and a saga, and then spin-offs. And
Yeah. No, but the TV show is much better. The acting's a lot better. CGI is probably about the same.
Yeah.
And
TV
it's really good. Music's really good. They actually go through the parallel worlds, which isn't covered.
Is there the big polar bear with the big polar bear armor?
Pretty much everything that happens in the original film happens in this TV show. Apart from
better.
It's just better.
And it doesn't have the biggest named people.
It doesn't, no. But it doesn't need it. It's just a good show. Apart from James McAvoy, that's probably the biggest name.
Like James McAvoy's in it?
Yeah, James McAvoy's in it.
He's Hugh Jackman's in the first one, isn't he?
I don't think so.
Who's in the first one?
Daniel Craig.
Oh, Daniel Craig. That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, well, it's James McAvoy is playing Daniel Craig's character.
2007 that film came out.
Yeah, it was ages ago, wasn't it? And no one can remember it because the film just ended. I was trying to find out the actual ending of the film, and I was like,
Eva Green's in it? Fuck.
It had a big cast.
Sam Elliott, Ian McKellen, Christopher Lee.
It had a massive cast.
Ian McShane.
But I would just say, if you liked anything to do with that film, if you just watch His Dark Materials. His Dark Materials is actually based on the books. It's actually got the actual writer behind all this. It's just really good. The end of season 1, the betrayal. That's not a spoiler. That episode's actually called The Betrayal, and it sets up. It's brilliant. I love it all. It's a great show. Couldn't recommend it more.
Dan recommends.
I do recommend it. But do you know what I don't recommend?
What? Going on to our next segment, stream that movie news into my head, and then trailers?
Yes, that is what I don't recommend. So stream that movie news into my head. And our first trailer is Hotel Transylvania 4.
4. Yeah, there's 4 of these fuckers, and I've not watched any of them.
And based on the fact you haven't seen any of them, what was your opinion on the trailer?
There was one thing that I liked about it, and that was because the basic premise of this movie is that the boyfriend, the husband of the girl,
husband. Yeah.
Am I right? Yeah.
The
Cool.
human.
I
So the
think I
human.
remember.
So
I
one
think one
human.
of them was. Yeah, I think there was one premise of one of the movies they were getting married or something. Was that the first one?
That was the second one.
Okay, well,
I
I
think.
did that. I
Or was
don't
it the
know.
first one?
I've not watched any of them. I've just seen bits and pieces. The dude who's with the daughter of Dracula wants to become a monster, so he talks to Van Helsing, and Van Helsing shoots him with a laser, and he turns into a lizard thing. And then the laser seems to just go off across the castle, and the premise of the laser is it turns humans into monsters and monsters into humans. So everyone becomes human if they were a monster. And the joke I liked is one of the zombie bellboy things gets shot with the laser and turns into a human, and then another zombie, and he's like, finally, I'm cured. And then another zombie just comes up and bites him, and he becomes a zombie again.
Yeah. And the biggest
That
question
was-
is, if Johnny wants to become a monster, why doesn't he just get his wife to bite him?
I'm sure they do a lot of that in the bedroom. They have a kid.
Well, they really don't, because otherwise he'd be a vampire.
Yeah, maybe that's the premise. Maybe what's-her-face is going to have to bite her dad back.
That'd be
Although,
Would that be weird?
yeah, maybe. Also, they revealed that the Invisible Man's been naked this entire time and is balding.
Of course he's been naked the entire time as Invisible Man. I think no, they've always known that's been a thing for all the films. They've known that.
Well, that just means every time they accidentally sitting on him, he might have a boner. So that makes the premise even grosser.
Yeah, I can't believe they made 4 of these films though. The first one was actually alright. It was alright.
Isn't there a TV show as well?
I
Am
wouldn't be
crazy?
surprised. The first film
I'm sure
was
there's
alright,
something on
and then it just
Netflix.
got progressively worse and worse and worse. You might be thinking of Boss Baby, by the way.
I'm sure I'm thinking of a lot of things. Oh, the first one's on. Oh, they're all on there. No, there is a Hotel Transylvania series.
Oh, there is one. Oh, great. Of course there
Kids
is.
Comedy Power. Girl Power. I don't know why that's one of the things underneath.
Neither do I.
Yeah, one of the genres is kids TV. Oh no, wait, hang on, that's not right. Why the fuck? Why was it suggested girl power? Whatever.
No
Who cares?
idea. But for one,
Also,
confusing
why does
trick-
this Sarah Fred last night come up and it's a picture of a girl with panties? What the fuck? What the fuck is?
What's going on your computer right now?
No, this is the Netflix recommend. Oh right, because I've typed in hot. That's why.
Why did you type in hot?
Because I was typing in Hotel Transylvania, and then hotel has hot in it, and I stopped after hot because it came up with Hotel Transylvania, so I just stopped to hot, and then it's just recommending all of the like adult stuff. Okay, there we go. That explains it. Netflix, you're fine.
Well, from one confusing trailer to another confusing trailer, the trailer for Dear Evan Hansen dropped this week.
Yeah. So I'd never heard of this, and I'm guessing you'd never heard of this.
No, I definitely haven't.
But apparently this is a very big musical, like theater production musical, one of those ones. And I'm very confused about the premise of this.
Me too.
Okay, so basically, this I'm guessing is meant to be a teenager, fully grown man, by the way, because I think they got
of
the
course.
same dude from the musical to do the performance in the movie, which really fucking weird disconnect when you look at everyone else in the movie. There's a guy who I'm guessing bullies him a bit, maybe. I don't know. It seems like they're friends.
No, the guy bullies him, but he makes fun of him not having friends by saying he's his only friend. So they both not got any friends, but he bullies him.
Yeah, and then his sister's like, "I'm sorry about my brother and shit." And then what's his face? The dude who bullies the main guy that steals a note that the dude was writing about how everything's going to be good, and he's titled it
he
"Dear
writes
Evan
letters to
Hansen."
himself from his therapy.
Yeah, and then the dude steals that and then kills himself, and then the parents find the letter thinking it's to him. So they're like, "Oh, our son must have really liked you, and because our son didn't have many friends, we're going to now hang around with you and you can help calm our nerves and stuff." And then it looks like he starts dating the sister, and then
Yeah, it gets a bit weird.
yeah, and then he's lying to everyone, and then it's singy song time.
Yeah,
Where he sings a song about how he's lied to everyone, I guess. And then everyone hates him, and then everyone loves him again, because he's banging the daughter.
Yeah, I'm really confused. It kind of feels kind of sinister.
Also, it looks like the daughter might die as well in a car crash. Who knows?
yeah,
This trailer fucking confused the shit out of me when
because it
I
seems
watched
like really serious, and then it's like all of a sudden about to do mental health and everything, and then they're just like, faking to be friends with a dead guy who bullied you.
Yeah, and then
What?
I guess it's grief makes you do crazy, or like the fear of the truth, people finding out, makes you do a lot of
I mean,
weird
he just
shit.
said something in the first place, but like,
But don't date the sister. That's the crazy part
she's
to
hot.
me. I don't remember what she looks like. Hang on, I know
actually,
where
I
she's
don't know
from.
ages, better not say that.
Oh no, she's old enough.
That's
I'm
fine.
pretty
That's
sure.
fine then. She's hot. To be fair, I don't know what she looks like. I just thought I'd say it.
She's in Booksmart. That's hang on.
Of course, yeah.
One of my favorite films. Caitlin Dever, I think. She is 24 years old. There you go.
Works for me.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this movie has fucking confused the shit out of me. Or the trailer, at least. Now, question is, are we gonna watch it and try and do a review?
I don't really want to.
Why
I don't want
not?
to pay to cinema to go see this.
I'm sure it'll come out on a streaming platform at some point.
Maybe, but talking about streaming, the Green Lantern HBO Max series has now got eyes on from Jerry Irvin.
Eyes Jeremy Irvin for role as Guy Gardner. Oh, no, Alan Scott, the first gay superhero or whatever.
Yep, that's what I said. Completely said all that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why they had to put the gay bit in there. Not because gay's bad or anything, but it could have
It's
just
because
been
they get some
superhero.
clicks.
True.
That's
But
the
I
reason
also
why
saw-
people click on it. Doesn't matter, but for some reason, because it's politically correct, it goes, oh my god, the world is changing. They click on it, even though nobody cares. It's like,
True.
what difference does it make? Makes no difference.
Yeah, I only really picked this article because of the fact that it had the gay, and I was just like, well, the other ones didn't, and I was just like, why has Variety got to be like the one that tries to clickbait people?
Yeah. Even like the first paragraph and the second paragraph, it's like, yeah, he's gay. It's like, nobody cares.
I mean, it's good.
There's
Gay
nothing
people
like-
should be represented, but you don't need to like make it the only interesting thing about the character.
Surely, like, you should be picking up the fact it's just a good character. Like, why is that the defining characteristic about the character?
Yeah, like that. It just should be a thing that's in the background, but the character should not be defined by it.
I
as
swear,
being the
if
gay
they do the
character.
origin story, something to do with that, I'm gonna be so mad.
Well, I think the HBO Max Green Lantern thing's meant to be Green Lantern Core, so they're doing a load because we've had 2 other castings, I think. So I think this is going to be a bunch of them. So I imagine they'll have him hook up with another Green Lantern if they do that, because it will be progressive, because it's Warner Brothers and they don't know how to do stuff. Anyway, yeah, I don't know this dude. I don't know what he's been in, if he's been in anything I've
He looks
seen.
fairly young.
Jeremy Irvin.
It's actually 30 years old, and he was in Fallen, Warhorse, Mamma Mia, Now Is Good.
He's in Mamma Mia. That's more musicals.
Woman in the New Black, the sequel. The
what?
The Woman in Black. That's the one.
Oh, the one with Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah, but I don't think Daniel Radcliffe was in the sequel. It was him instead.
I have no idea. I went to watch the play of that, like for a drama thing at school. I liked it because they had the woman in black go into the audience and scare the shit out of people. And one of my classmates got fucking terrified because he really hated audience interaction. And so the woman in black just went up behind him and started like trying to grab at him, and he fucking freaked the shit out. And everyone laughed at him, and it was really funny because everyone hated that kid.
Do you know what I'm not a fan of?
Drugs?
True, but also Star Wars fans.
True.
And talk about Star Wars. Lucasfilm clarifies that Dave Filoni promotion causing a stir on Twitter.
No, after. Basically, what happened was Lucasfilm came out and said Dave Filoni, who does all of the Clone Wars and did the Mandalorian and stuff, is an executive creative director for the studio. But it turns out he's been in the role for quite some time, and it just took until now for the website to reflect that. So basically, because they hadn't updated it, and they updated it like recently, all of the people who think Dave Filoni is the god of Star Wars and should have Kathleen Kennedy's job title, because they don't like a woman having control over Star Wars. Yep. They tried to claim they're not, but
Clearly
the only
sexist.
other... Yeah. I mean, everyone makes mistakes on Star Wars. Even George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, made mistakes on Star Wars, but because woman, bad, sexist. Anyway, they claim not to, but whatever.
Yeah, go on. Move on.
They were like, hey, look, Kathleen Kennedy's been replaced. Fuck that bitch. And we got our Messiah back as the top dog of Star Wars. And so Lucasfilm basically had to come out and say, no, he's had this title for a while and Kathleen Kennedy gave it to him, but Kathleen Kennedy's still at the top of Star Wars. So,
And then they'll go, no, how dare you? You ruined
Yeah,
my property.
pretty much. But
My
yeah,
life is over.
the thing I find so weird about this is at the point where Kathleen Kennedy retires, everyone who has deluded themselves to think that they won because
People are idiots.
because they'll go, oh, Kathleen Kennedy stepped down because we fucking kicked her out. We were the top dogs. We fucking made her resign. No, she probably just retired because she's been doing cinema for fucking years. She's been behind some of the biggest movies of all time. She was there when Jurassic Park and everything was around.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
she's
very
very
true.
big in Hollywood.
But,
That's
because
why
she's a woman,
Disney
she cannot
hired
touch
her.
Star Wars. Not know how that
Yep.
works.
Despite the fact that she greenlit The Mandalorian, the show you love so much, and the Clone Wars that you love so much.
Yeah, but, that's irrelevant, because they're sexist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. But more news, but this time DC.
Thank you, because I did not know how to segue any of this. Anyway, our
We're
first,
great at segues.
our first DC topic is The Injustice Gods Among Us. It's going to be an animated movie. Has to be officially
Yeah.
announced by DC Warner Brothers Animation.
Yeah, so we've both played Injustice Gods Among Us, the game, and we've never read the comic or whatever it's based on. But I fucking loved that game.
I'm happy to
I love
see
that storyline.
Yeah, such a good storyline.
And hey, look, it was what Zack Snyder was trying to do, but didn't put any of the groundwork into making.
That's because Warner
He
Brothers didn't let him.
No, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
There is some news about Zack Snyder and Warner Brothers and finishing the Snyder Cut. We have got that news. But yeah, I look forward to it because I really like the game storyline, and I mean DC Animation is probably their best version of all of their properties in terms of actual quality. They've had some missteps, but I've enjoyed most of the stuff that they've done. I recently rewatched the Justice League War. Fucking.
What's that?
It's basically what Justice League should have been.
Oh,
Like the actual Justice League movie. It's the Justice League comes together to fight Darkseid, and they all have to use their powers uniquely, and the power of friendship, and Batman steals Green Lantern's ring by
Yay,
just
friendship.
looking at him. It's a fucking great movie. It's what they should have just used as the premise of how they got the Justice League together, because all the Justice League is separated. Everyone sort of knows who everyone is, but they've never actually worked together, and they all don't want to work together. But they come together to beat the final boss, Darkseid, and Darkseid's actually intimidating and actually does stuff and doesn't just stand around doing nothing and get his ass beat by an axe, stuff.
let's be honest. The entire Justice League and all DC needs to be rebooted again.
Well, it might be. But we've also got more animated series coming. We've got a new animated Batman series from J.J. Abrams, Matt Reeves, and Bruce Timm. Which, I mean, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Batman does great in animation.
Yeah,
Like, everyone raves.
J.J. Abrams is
A mixed bag of directing.
mixed bag.
Matt
Like
Reeves is doing the new Batman, so this might be a animated spin-off of the Robert Pattinson version. So it might be that version, but animated. Who knows?
May well be. There's also a Superman animated series.
Yeah. As with Jack Quaid from The Boys as the star.
Which one was Jack Quaid?
He's the wimpy nerdy guy.
Oh,
who
him,
falls
is
in
he?
love. Yeah.
They're gonna have him be
Superman.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a young teenage Superman though,
Oh,
from the
right,
looks
that
of the
makes more
picture.
sense. I was gonna say he doesn't seem like he would be a Superman.
He does all right in because he does the voice of the main guy from Star Trek Lower Decks, and he's not like manly, but he can do like more masculine role if he wants to, like more like quirky. But hey, I mean, this looks good from the one image that they've shown, if that is one image. Like, I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, anything. I like DC's animation side. That do good work.
Do you think the fans would be happy with this?
Fans are never happy, Dan.
No. I'll talk
Fans are
about
never
fans not being happy.
Also, everyone's going to compare it to the original animated series, the one, and then the
oh yeah,
Batman
and I
Beyond
must be
one.
disappointed.
Yeah, but I mean, when a fan's never not disappointed.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk about fans not being happy. Hashtag Save Gotham has trended on Twitter.
Yay! I know Gotham. I know how cool Gotham is.
Well, it ended in season 5, and it ended like an actual proper ending, and everyone just there like, yeah, let's bring it back because of Zack Snyder.
Woo!
Zack Snyder's got brought back, so why can't we bring back Gotham?
Was Gotham good? I don't remember.
I love Gotham. Gotham was brilliant.
Hang on, let me just Google the ratings for Gotham. Gotham rating. Yep. No. Okay. That's not. 77 on Rotten Tomatoes, 74 on IMDb.
Yeah, but that bases it on the first series.
Oh, hang on. We got a load of ups and downs and all over the places graph. So, Season 1, 8.2. Season 2, 8.6. Season 3, 8.3. Season 4, 8.5. Season 5, 8.3.
Well, the lowest ever episode is 7.7
Mm.
on IMDb. The highest is 9.2. It's a pretty good TV show.
Never going to watch it because it doesn't have Batman in it.
No, it has Bruce Wayne, but I don't have Batman. But
Who cares about Bruce Wayne? It's the Bat that
the amazing
everyone
thing
wants.
is, it's a lot better than it's my favorite Batman property I've ever watched, and it doesn't have Batman in it.
Isn't the Joker not the Joker, and then it turns out the Joker's twin brother is the Joker?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
yeah, it is. Good old God. I love it so much. It's such a good show. I'd recommend that show as well. It's so good.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll go back to what we were talking about earlier with Zack Snyder. So Zack Snyder claims Warner Brothers tortured him throughout finishing the Zack Snyder cut. So,
yeah, well, Warner Brothers hate Zack Snyder.
So here's the quote. "It was cool to do the Snyder cut of Justice League, and that was fun and everything, but Warner Bros. Still tortured me the whole time for whatever reason. They can't help it. I don't know why I'm such a fucking pain in their ass because I'm not trying to be. Honestly, if you analyze what happened with Warner Bros., it's not a normal situation. It's a once-in-a-generation bizarro situation. I just had an amazing experience with Netflix, and it was an awesome... And we had a great partnership and an incredibly great experience. Terrible movie, though. So the only thing I would say is that an unusual situation."
Yeah. I mean...
So basically, they just put their hands in it still.
I don't think Zack Snyder should have done DC in the first place. It's not really his type of film, I don't think.
Well, I think he wanted to do Superman because he loves the archetype of Superman, but he doesn't get the nuance of Superman. He loves the imagery behind Superman, the godlike figure. He loves his Christ metaphors. He loves all of that nonsense. He just doesn't get the core message behind Superman and Batman.
I think it would have been really good to have a couple of other people do all the setup beforehand.
And then have him do Injustice.
Yep, and then have him do Injustice.
That's how they should have done it. But they wanted to jump straight to Injustice, but they fucked it up because they didn't build any of the groundwork.
Yeah, well, it's because they couldn't really... They don't want to wait for it. They wanted to get the success straight away, and it's their own fault. Yeah, because they just shot themselves in the foot.
They didn't realize Marvel spent, I don't know, 10 years building a universe.
Yeah, and
gathering fan love and doing like things.
And I'd say the universe as a whole is probably what's bigger than Star Wars now, really.
No, Star Wars is still bigger.
Would you say that really?
It spreads across more generations.
Well, yeah, but more people.
In terms of success, maybe not, but in terms of fan base, I'd say Star Wars has more fans.
Oh, maybe.
It's definitely fucking close.
Oh, yeah.
Like, 10 years ago, you wouldn't fucking dare say Marvel had as many fans as Star Wars, but you can now say that it's very close.
Very true.
Also, everyone gets really pissed whenever they compare, like, Star Wars and Marvel, and then everyone goes, "That's not better than my one," because all of the woodwork worms come out and go, "Get the fuck away from my property. Don't compare them. They're not the same." Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Well,
we've gone from Disney to more companies. So, basically... you know how Disney went and bought Fox, Dan, for like $87 billion?
Yeah, I remember that.
And you know how everyone went, "Oh, that's not good, one corporation owning all of the studio and then having a large percentage of the market, and we want everyone to sort of have a fair mix around and everything."
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, fuck that, because HBO Max and parent company Warner Media are merging with Discovery in a $43 billion deal.
That's not written down here.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. Never mind.
But yeah.
Yeah, of course. But it's fine because it's not Disney.
No, but basically, this is the most complicated thing in the world, because basically what's happening is they're just still forming under AT&T, but none of the content is going to cross over, but it's going to be a merger so that people are going to get fired and lose their jobs because AT&T is a terrible company.
Success. Profits.
Yeah.
Screw people, but profit.
This hasn't officially gone through because it's got to still pass by government regulations to prove that they're not monopolizing. But as with the Disney one, it probably will go through, and it will probably result in, fun times, where one media company owns pretty much most of a content library.
It's going to be like 2 or 3 people. That'd be it.
Yeah. There will be like 4 companies. But we got another company that's also potentially buying studios, Dan.
We do.
Amazon is in talks to buy MGM for $9 billion.
Well, the question is, what happens with James Bond at that point?
It will be an Amazon exclusive.
It would be Amazon, because, yeah. So has Sony got a partnership then? Or do Sony own MGM?
Sony, I think, owns MGM.
Right, okay. So
Or is partnered, I think distributes for MGM.
Right, so if Amazon buys it, Amazon will be making James Bond.
MGM is purchased by Sony in a move designed to enable Sony to capitalize on the MGM film library. MGM moved into a new office building in Beverly Hills.
I can imagine Amazon doing a James Bond TV show.
Yeah.
And I think I might actually prefer it.
Yeah.
Although there's something about cinema James Bond.
I just don't like all these stupid fucking companies that are worth billions buying up other companies worth billions and then just merging them.
Do you know what I don't like?
What, Dan?
The fact you can now buy a cheaper version of HBO Max that contains ads. You're paying to watch ads.
Well, that's the Hulu prop. That's the Hulu thing, Dan.
Yeah, no, but it's still stupid.
It's how Hulu works.
It's $10 a month to watch ads.
Yeah, but HBO Max is $25 a month.
Yeah, I know, but it's stupid.
Without ads.
You're paying to watch ads.
You say £15.
Imagine if Netflix said, now we have ads now.
Netflix did do that at one point, and then everyone went, no, fuck you.
Yeah,
they used to play their ads for the other content at the beginning of their shows, and then everyone went, no, fuck you, stop trying to promote your own shit in front of other shit. No one wants to watch it.
Yeah, but you know.
You already promote this shit out of your own stuff. We don't need to see it at the beginning. Also, Amazon does that. Amazon Prime does it. You can skip it.
Yeah, but Prime's a bit different in a way. Because Prime isn't just...
It pisses me off, because every time you open Prime Video, it goes, here's an ad for something we've got. And I'm like, I don't care. So I skip. And then it's like, you're watching another show. Here's another ad for something on our platform. And I'm like, skip? That's the only good thing. You can skip it.
Well, here's something
immediately.
Else you might not care about. There's a Rick and Morty spin-off of the Vindicators getting a web series.
Yeah, I don't know what any of those words mean except for Rick and Morty and web series.
So there's one episode in Rick and Morty called The Vindicators Part 2.
Okay.
There is no Part 1. It's just Part 2.
Okay.
I was so confused at the same time. Spoiler for the episode, everyone dies.
Ah,
so
cool.
Apparently they're doing a 4-part miniseries.
Nice. I might watch that and never watch the rest of the show.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they actually seem quite interesting.
Star...
The Vindicators. It's meant to be basically, it's maybe a piss take of the Avengers.
Yeah, it looks like Guardians of the Galaxy with the main dude, I'm guessing, being a Star-Lord knockoff. There's a guy who looks like a bunch of meat smashed together.
I think he's ants.
Oh, it looks like meat.
It does, yes.
And then there's this weird woman who looks galactic, like the Galaxy skin on Fortnite, where they sold it with the Samsung phones.
Yeah.
And then there's a dude who has a weird gemmy necklace with chains around his neck.
Oh, by the way,
and a hat.
It was Rick who killed everyone.
Okay.
And he killed him because he was drunk. No other reason.
Oh, Donald Faison. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It seems interesting.
More Rick and Morty dude news, because Dan Harmon is making the first blockchain animated series as Fox embraces the cryptocurrency.
It's coming. Crypto's going to rise again. It's going to reach new levels.
Yeah. So, the broadcaster announced its upfront presentation on Monday that Rick and Morty creator Dan Harmon's new animated series will have groundbreaking technology involved in its distribution and marketing. Harmon is making Crapopolis, an animated comedy set in the mythical ancient Greece that's centered on flawed family of humans, gods and monsters that tries to run one of the world's first cities without killing each other. Yet, Crapopolis is also going to be the first ever animated series curated entirely on the blockchain and mark the broadcast network's debut move into the NFT business. I don't know how
NFTs.
An animated thing is blockchain.
Make animated shows NFTs. Brilliant.
Yep.
Stupid.
Cool. I don't know. I don't want.
This is going to kill the environment.
I don't like the world we live in.
No. And the very last topic. We've been talking about so many spin-offs. SpongeBob SquarePants is getting a spin-off.
Yep, with Sandy, the squirrel.
Who wants a spin-off? I have no idea.
Well, Patrick's getting a spin-off. I think we talked about that ages ago. And now we're getting a Sandy Cheeks spin-off movie.
Isn't SpongeBob now gay as well?
I thought that was a thing. Dan. It's a sponge.
I'm pretty sure that was a thing where you came out as gay. I was like, what?
Oh, whatever. Who cares? Let the sponge be gay. It means nothing.
No, I'm just trying to think.
It's a sponge.
I don't remember him having a relationship with anybody.
I thought he was trying to date Sandy Cheeks. I thought that was the premise. But maybe that's just my straightness projecting. And maybe everyone who's gay thinks that SpongeBob and Patrick should be dating. Or SpongeBob and Squidward. Who knows? Or Mr. Krabs. Or that big lobster that does the gym workouts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's SpongeBob's boyfriend. Who knows?
See the big lobster? More Mr. Krabs.
No, there's a big lobster. The one who does all the exercising.
I don't remember.
Larry.
Larry?
I think it's Larry. Larry the lobster.
Is it Larry the lobster?
Larry the
Is it Larry the snail? That's Gary the snail.
That's Gary the snail. Larry the lobster. Larry the lobster. Yeah, SpongeBob. Larry the lobster.
Oh.
It's the big buff lobster fucker.
Oh, yeah. I remember him now.
Yeah. Or
Good old
maybe
SpongeBob.
William Fancy Son.
Best animated show of all time.
No.
No, it's not.
Castlevania. Or
Well,
Invincible.
I need to watch Invincible. I'll do it one day.
It's very good.
Yes.
You should.
Well, let's go on to... We've lost the control of the news for our gaming news of the week. And we're going to start off with Sony. And Sony is filing a patent for a betting service where you can use Bitcoin and in-game items. So all your Fortnite skins you don't want anymore, you can now bet them.
Well, well, who knows?
Well, probably not epic Fortnite things, but, other things.
Yeah, so they basically apparently filed this in 2019, but it has only been published this month. The patent itself suggests a system where viewers of live stream esports events, such as fighting game tournaments, we talked about Sony buying a fighting game tournament recently as well,
we did.
would be able to bet on the outcome of the matches whilst watching the action play out in real time. The system would work via a user interface overlay that could be brought up over the stream in order for the user to place their bets. Bets placed could seemingly come in many forms, with the patent mentioning that wagers may be pure pecuniary, e.g. money or Bitcoin, or may be non-pecuniary, e.g. game assets, digital rights, and virtual currency. That implies that you could earn and then bet in-game currency or even in-game items using the system. So basically, all your COD points you could bet on an esports stream.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yep.
So what did you do? Do you get more COD points? Or?
Well, if you bet them, you could get more COD points. If you lose the bet, you'll lose all your COD points.
Oh, what a shame. I can lose my COD points I don't spend.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a patent. Patents get filed all the time. This may never happen.
It probably won't. So many patents get filed and nothing's done with them, but they just want them there because then no one else.
They want them so that no one can use them. And then they can sue anyone who does use them and go, hey, look, I've had this patent filed since 1992.
Yeah, what a marvelous world we live in.
Yeah. Blame Disney. He fucking ruined the copyright. He extended it. Mickey Mouse should be free by now, or public domain, but they kept extending the copyright.
Well, talk about losing your money by 18-plus activities.
Yep, that's one way to go from that.
Twitch demonetizes hot tub streamer ads without noticing her.
Well, they did notice her. That's why they banned the ads, because she was in a hot tub, Dan.
Is it without notice?
Yeah, but you said without noticing her.
Oh,
they
no.
noticed her. They noticed her hot tub streaming.
Without notifying her, sorry.
There you go. Yeah, so this chick had 19,000 subscribers. No, she has 2.8 million followers and more than 19,000 subscribers, according to Twitch Tracker. Despite that, her ability to run advertisements in a video has been suspended by Twitch without notification or explanation, except that according to Twitch, her streams are not advertiser-friendly.
No, they're
she's
not.
in a hot tub. I don't get the world of hot tub streaming.
Well, she's grinding on a giant inflatable banana.
Yeah, there's nothing sexual about that, Dan. As we've had in the Apple versus Fortnite case, a banana is not naked. Check out last week's episode if you want to see that. What the fuck we're talking about?
Yeah, the one I started on naked bananas, so you should be able to find that one quite easy.
Siragasa is undeniably a polarizing figure on Twitch. She's a regular hot tub streamer. I don't get this fucking phenomenon with hot tub streaming.
People are horny.
Yeah, but it's not even, like, I don't get it. I don't know why you'd set up a hot tub indoors.
No, neither do I.
It seems so impractical and annoying. Like, I don't care. It's just like, oh, cool. That's fun. Whatever. But yeah, they suspended it because swimwear is permitted as long as it completely covers the genitals, and those who present as women must also cover their nipples. Full coverage of buttocks is not required, but camera focus around them is still subjected to our sexuality suggestive content policy. Coverage must be fully opaque even when wet. Sheer or apparently see-through swimwear or other clothing does not constitute coverage. I'm guessing that's one of the reasons why. But she's wearing like full black and not show. I guess because the airs. I don't know. I don't know
It's probably that, to be honest. It's quite revealing.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, but people are very conservative these days. All these ad companies are old white men.
Yeah, I mean, no, they just hate the modern like advertisements. They'll still put ads on fucking 18+ movies and all of that. They just don't like the modern, the YouTube market. They're like, fuck that, or the Twitch market. They're like, I don't want to pay some random person. I want to pay a company.
Yeah.
I want to know that my 18+ stuff is from a company, not some random Twitch streamer. Like, fuck that. Like, it's dumb. I mean, it's cool. She can start on OnlyFans if she wants cash. Like, there's options.
Good old OnlyFans. Have you ever subbed to an OnlyFans?
I have, actually. But it was a joke one.
Oh, right.
It was just, if you've ever... it's like a bunch of VR YouTubers who... like Josh Dubs, and they have their friendship groups called The Boys, and they made a fake one, and I have not looked at it since subscribing because I did it as a joke. And
how much money did you spend on that?
No, it's free.
Oh,
you can do free subscriptions. It's if you want the content, like the paid behind the wall stuff, but you don't have to set it to be paid. It's like free content, but you have an OnlyFans, and I'm just like, haha, that's funny. I did that like a year ago, and I've never looked at OnlyFans then. Or since then, and it was just like I did it, I opened it, I went, oh, subscribe or follow, and then I've never looked at it again. I keep forgetting. The only other time I hear about it is because of Belle Delphine, and then I'm just like, cool, move on with my life.
Wow, did you ever play the Time Splitters game?
Yes, I did.
Did you? Wow, they're making a new entry.
Time Splitters 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. It was my first, one of my favorite PS2 games. I have my PlayStation 2, and I went and tried and find. I had to go to like 1 billion old like disc sales to find Time Splitters 2 and purchase it because I lost my copy when like my dad moved and everything, and I was just like, oh fuck, and so I lost it, and then I went back and had a PS2 again, and I was like, fuck it, I'll try and find Time Splitters again, and I went and found Time Splitters because it took me so fucking long to remember the name of the game, and then I remembered it by having to Google search monkey in video game and then scrolling down trying to look at images of a monkey in a video, and then finding that, like cross-referencing the search functionality of the image with the search functionality on Google to get like a vague description, and then it took me forever, and I finally found Time Splitters.
Well, there's going to be a Time Splitters 4.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be trash.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
The last game was in 2005.
Yeah. It's a really fucking great franchise, and I'm sad they never brought out more.
Well, bring out a new one. I don't know if it's
THQ Nordic owns the rights to it, so...
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's going to be...
Because I think THQ Nordic bought out a load of old, like, PS2, PS1 era game studios.
It might be a PS exclusive.
Maybe. I'd love it. I like that. But yeah, it's one of my favorite games. And I was just like, this looks fun. It's probably going to be trash, and I'll probably never play it. But, you know, if they just remastered the old one, I'd be fucking great. It's like one of the first multiplayer games I ever played. It was just fun running around as a monkey shooting the shit out of people.
Wow, do you know the Monolith studio?
Yeah, vaguely. I can't remember what they did.
Well, their ex-vice president, Kevin Stevensberg, is now starting a new EA studio.
Yeah,
I don't know what this really means.
It just means more studios, Dan. More games.
EA being, I'm pretty sure EA is the biggest out of all of them.
No, Tencent, Dan.
Is it? Oh, Tencent.
Tencent owns percentages in all of them, and they're the biggest gaming market currently. They earn more money than Apple, Sony, and Microsoft combined. Or one of those, two of them at least. Monolith Productions is an American video game developer based in Kirkland, Washington. Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment acquired Monolith Productions in August 2004. So... they made Gotham City Imposters and Guardians of Middle-earth and Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. That's not right. Oh, no, he's starting a new studio. Okay, yeah. He's going... Yeah, I was like... Wait, so he's Warner Brothers? But Warner Brothers isn't EA. Although it could be, because Warner Brothers is potentially selling off their game studio.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, this is cool. New studios. EA, not so great, because it's AI, and it will be a heavy microtransaction fill thing. But hey, good luck to him. Make
Going
good
on,
games.
Going on to another bit of random news about games. GTA 5 player beats the entire game in 9 hours without taking a single hit.
This is very impressive because, like, just playing that game is hard not to get hit because you just get bored and drive around like a fucking idiot. Like, so you'd potentially crash. This dude took no damage at all in 9 hours and completing the campaign.
I never
finished
the campaign.
I never finished the. I think I got past the weird torture scene where everyone got really pissy, and it gave you the option to skip because everyone complained that it was really graphic and unnecessary. And I was just like, "Is this the world we live in, where GTA is getting censored because it's too excessive?"
GTA.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the torture scene or whatever where they like potentially waterboard a dude with petrol or something. I can't remember. It's been ages since I tried to play. That game came out like 2014 or 2013.
2013.
Across 3 different generations now because it's getting its fucking PS5 version in November.
Well, it's got to go across 5 generations.
Yeah, it's gonna come out. GTA 5 will still be out on the PlayStation 6, and GTA 6 won't come out for years.
Yeah.
They still make so much money.
Why would they make a sequel? They don't need to.
They don't need to. They've got online, and they've got Red Dead Redemption 2 online for horses.
Yeah, because horses are happy people, I think.
Yeah.
My brain's kind of died. Go on to the next one.
Destiny 2 crossplay beta coming next week. Boom. So
this
is
week,
coming
or when this episode's coming out.
25th to the 27th of May.
Which is tomorrow from the release date of this podcast.
Yes. So they're doing a slight crossplay drop, and then the full beta the full release will come out later this year.
Yeah, in about 100 days' time.
As part of season 15.
Yeah.
And I look forward to this.
Well, I suppose me and you, if you've got time this week, we can play a bit of Destiny.
Yeah, for once after ages, because you dropped off, and I dropped off, and everyone dropped off, and no one plays it anymore, and I'm very sad. Because it's only really fun when you play with other people, unless you want to do a lot of grinding on your own.
Yeah,
it's always
really
fun to grind with others.
Not a fan of that one.
Well, you don't like grinding with me, Dan?
Yes. I think that's a sign saying we should move on to tech time and science shenanigans.
Yeah. Starting with the Pentagon has confirmed unidentified flying objects footage is real.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Oh, wait, okay. Technically, it's not a UFO. It's unidentified aerial phenomenon. Yeah, so basically the Pentagon has just been declassifying a bunch of documents, like old videos that they have of like unidentified objects in space, and they've just been going, hey, look, we're declassifying them because we don't know what the fuck they are, but if we just release them, everyone's going to think they're fake anyway, and we don't have to worry about all the rumors anymore. They're
just thinking, people think the Earth is flat. Why do we bother?
Yeah, people are dumb. Like, it's really funny, because it's like, even Obama confirmed that they have unidentified flying objects footage, and it's just like, cool. And the world just moved on.
No, people don't care anymore. People wouldn't believe it.
Yeah. Oh, the government's been lying to us about unidentified flying objects? Cool, we knew that.
Oh, the government lies? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the footage right now. It's just a black dot.
Yeah. It's always fun when you hear the audio of like fighter pilots and everything just going, what the fuck is that? And it's just like, yeah, there's crazy shit in the sky that we don't know about.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure no aliens would want to come to this planet.
No. I mean, maybe, but
I mean, would you
probably just...
There's people on this planet who believe the Earth is flat.
Well, maybe those aliens will take them out and drop them. So
maybe.
They can, as they're falling, see the curve.
It's like, you think the Earth is flat? Look, you're an idiot! And then they just think, nope, this is you've just drugged me. And they just fall to their death. Or suffocate because they're in space.
So, in other spacey news, astronomers spot signs of spaghettified star warped around a black hole.
This is really cool.
For the first time ever, astronomers have reportedly spotted signs of a spaghettified star wrapping itself around a supermassive black hole. So it looks like spaghetti because it's been stretched and it's looping around a black hole. That's the image. That's what it is.
I mean, the image is blurry because it's from a long way away.
Yeah, it's from space.
Yeah, they can't get much. Imagine this sensor's massive. It's probably like what, millions of pixels.
It's like 10 pixels more or less than what I have at right now. I don't know what that sentence was.
Yeah, it's
But
really
yeah,
cool though.
space shit, black holes, spaghetti. Who doesn't love spaghetti?
Very true. I mean, I have no idea where black holes go.
No. I reckon they're portals to other worlds,
Could be.
but you'll die going through them.
Yes, there's no way of surviving it.
Not
There's
unless
absolutely
you're in
nothing.
a big old tube.
No, even that wouldn't work. You'd be dead.
No. Well, that's all theoretical, Dan. We don't know yet. That's all just a
yeah.
it's
Why don't
all
you go?
just
Why
a
don't you go find out?
Oh, I don't have the money, Dan. I don't have the NASA training. I don't have
Yeah, that's the problem.
space. I would if I could.
I think you would.
And speaking of wooding and coulding, neural implant lets paralyzed person type by imagining writing. So
That's cool.
Elon Musk back at it again with his neural link thing. He put it in a monkey, and now he's helping people like write.
I mean, I do think the Neuralink is a good thing to an extent.
Yeah.
I think it's a
I
bit
like it.
weird having everyone.
Yeah, it's they had to clarify it's not yet complete. It's clinically viable system to begin with. It's only been used on a single individual, so we have no idea how well it might work for others. The simplified alphabet used here doesn't contain any digits, capital letters, or the most forms of punctuation, and the behavior of the implant changes over time, perhaps because of minor shifts relative to the neurons they read or the built-up of scar tissue, so the system had to be recalibrated regularly, at least once per week, to maintain a tolerable error rate.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
said,
it's still new tech.
yeah, but we're getting there, and maybe someday we'll be able to interact with computers and stop them from killing us.
Maybe one day our podcast will be done through our brains and not through microphones.
What is done through our brains? We talk.
No, but you
Oh.
mean like the actual audio would just come from our brain straight to our computer?
Maybe. I don't see the point in that, but
Well, I mean, it just means you wouldn't have to have a microphone. It would just be more clear, maybe.
maybe we'll do it live, and we'll just have live podcasts where everyone can just hear what we're thinking all the time. For no
How weird would
reason.
that be?
I'd like it.
I don't think I would.
'Cause then people can hear all my deepest, darkest secrets, like ducks with flippers.
What the hell are you talking about?
Many things. Also, speaking of crazy tech, Google has previewed its Project Starline, a next-gen 3D video chat booth.
This is mad.
So basically what it is a massive mirror phone booth style screen, and it scans the person in front of it and models them as a 3D model and then sends it to the other person with one, and so you get a 3D visual in front of you.
Yeah,
On the
it's a
video.
bit weird.
So basically think Uncanny Valley, but it's right in front of you, and it's your friend talking to you in real time.
I mean, your body might not even notice it's being bad.
No, it does look creepy. It's the Uncanny Valley 10. It's too lifelike, but it's not lifelike enough. Think of like VR chat, when you go in VR chat, but this time it's in front of you and you don't have to wear a VR headset.
It's
And
not too bad.
it gets creepy when you look at it for too long.
Maybe.
But yeah, this thing's fucking insanely like priced, and it's going to probably only be used for like massive companies until the tech is majoritarily stretched down. Like
Well,
in price.
it's a start. I mean, Google's very well known for cancelling this project, so I imagine it will go nowhere.
Oh yeah, a bunch of Stadia people had to come out and say we're not shutting down Stadia, we're still working on Stadia, but they're gonna fucking shut down Stadia. At some point.
Yes,
It's
of course they
inevitable.
are. It's
This is
Google.
a 65-inch display as well, so very very big. And yeah, has dozens of different depth sensors, and just it basically creates the 3D model, and it's very impressive stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, what else? What else would you do? It's like, hey, we could do this podcast with that tech, Dan, and then we would
could.
never have to. It would still probably be heavily delayed, like it always is. But
Oh yeah,
we'd
yeah.
be able to look at you move with your arms without a video, but it would be 3D.
It's a bit weird.
It's
Not gonna lie.
crazy.
Well, talking on some possibly good news, Ethereum is moving to kill graphics card mining in the next couple months.
Yeah. So I don't know how they're gonna do this.
Well, I believe crypto mining isn't supposed to be done by GPUs. They just do use GPUs.
Because it's probably faster or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think it's faster and
imagine.
just cheaper. So it's just a really efficient way of doing it.
I mean, it's probably good.
For those who don't know what crypto mining really is, they get a computer part to run an algorithm as many times as possible to try to get a coin. And then the more times you do it, the more percentage chance you can get the coin. It's very kind of strange. It's a very complex algorithm you've got to run, and you're very unlikely to do it.
So, Ethereum uses proof of work to shift transactions and generate new Ether, which is the currency used on the Ethereum network. Proof of work requires lots and lots of computational power to operate, much the same way as Bitcoin does. But while Bitcoin is largely powered by application-specific integrated circuits, ASICs,
Basic.
Ethereum is powered by almost exclusively by graphics cards. So I guess Bitcoin's better in terms of integrated circuits, and Ethereum uses graphics card circuits.
Yeah, so Bitcoin apparently is only 50% non-renewables as well. A lot of it actually does get mined by renewable.
So proof of stake will cut the requirements for GPUs. Instead, the very network itself will verify transactions or blocks according to their stake in Ethereum. The system remains secure because the wealth of Ether in the world has already been distributed across millions of people. As a result, proof of stake would cut the requirement for GPU mining, which means less demand for cards, less power sapped from the limited resources that is planet Earth. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, this is good. It means maybe Elon Musk can pump Ethereum numbers back up.
Well, luckily
stuff.
I have bought some Ethereum just in case.
God damn it, Dan.
Oh, I bought more today
Mm.
because it took a hit today, so I was like, I'll buy some more. It's on sale.
That's not a good way to do it.
It's on sale. That's what you're going to do. You're going to buy low.
No.
It's going to go up anyway.
Yeah, I know. I don't like whatever.
I don't like it, but it's going to go up.
Yeah, it's a good way to get money. I'll give people credit.
Yeah.
I have integrity, though. Even though I have the app and I keep going, I should probably buy at this point.
You should buy it when it crashes. As soon as it crashes, just buy it.
I was going to buy when it crashed earlier, and I was just like, I don't have money. And then
I suppose that is the problem.
Yeah. So you want to talk about Samsung and Pixel LED.
Yes, have you seen the video yet?
Yes, I'm watching it right now.
Samsung have brought out some new LED headlights, which is
for
really
cars.
weird. The weird thing about this is they've got like a massive showcase 2-minute video for LED headlights.
Samsung loves showing off things. They have fridges. They love showing off their smart fridges. Samsung does a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think these headlights, they move.
Ooh,
They're
fancy.
programmed so they're kind of like a pixel grid array. They're designed so they don't shine in driver's eyes.
Oh, thank fuck, because the amount of cunts who have their lights on at high beaming, just in the mid, like, for no real reason, annoys the shit out of me. And that's cool. I like that.
But the actual headlights themselves are really small. So they show the showcase at the end of the car, and like the headlights are tiny. It's similar to kind of like a Tesla almost. They're kind of how narrow they are.
I mean, this is cool. I like it.
Yeah, they are cool, and they're much smaller. I imagine they may be cheaper. Samsung, so you never know.
I like this comment. Don't you love seeing all the things Samsung releases that we can't afford?
Yeah.
Well, you can't buy this without buying the car, so obviously you can't afford it unless you can buy a car.
It's only going to go to the
Samsung's
expensive cars, isn't it?
Mm.
Saying that, like, it looks fairly dystopian, the headlights.
Mm.
It looks a bit, because they have like an array of like 4 or 5 of these things all connected to each other. They're pretty cool. Yeah, they're called Pixel LED, so Pixell LED. A bit weird.
Yeah, but we've got some more Samsung news because Google had its big I/O 2021 keynote where they released a bunch of stuff. We already talked about their weird Starlink project or whatever it was called, like 3D thing. But we got Android 12.
Yeah, it looks
has a
more like
radical,
iOS.
Yeah, which was weird because iOS was copying Android. So it was,
one day they're going to be the same. They should be the same software.
One day they'll just merge. Hopefully with the Epic versus Apple lawsuit, we'll get the companies just merging into one, and then we'll have a monopoly that we don't have to fight about if it's a monopoly because we'll know it's a monopoly. Google is making Workspaces more interconnected. So Google has announced Smart Canvas, a new initiative for its Workspace Office software that will make it easier to work between products, features including smart chips that let you link to other Workspace apps and the ability to start a Meet video call right from Google Docs, Sheet, or Slide. And Google and Samsung are merging Wear OSs and Tizen. So Google announced Wear OS, now called just Wear, and Samsung's Tizen will be combined into a unified platform that should lead to apps launching faster and longer battery life.
I mean, it needs
So-
this. Like Samsung's wearables need this so much.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of what I like the idea of the watches, but I don't like. I think the only one that I'd ever buy is the Casio one that we talked about a couple weeks ago. The
Yeah.
G-Shock Casio one, because that's like durable fucking.
Yeah, but that's like
Yeah.
just do like more of the actual aesthetics rather than the software. Not
Yeah,
aesthetics,
yeah,
but I mean like
yeah.
the actual physical
But
property. The
yeah.
biggest problem with the Samsung wearables is the App Store is very limited, and by having Google on board means you have a
but
huge
basically
variety.
they're taking all of their software and everything and just combining it to make one unified platform, which makes it easier for everyone because now you can transfer all your wearable shit across platforms without having to be locked into Samsung shit.
Yeah,
And it
even
gets more
Samsung's
people
like,
to...
yeah, maybe we should change this. Maybe it's hindering us right now.
Also, Google is building a camera that's more inclusive of skin tones because Google's been had a lot of problems where their camera software has basically not picked out people with darker skin tones and like filtered lighting and everything properly because it just
Yeah, it's very true because most photos when you take a photo, it will compress the blacks.
yeah.
So if you've got a darker skin and you've got shadows, it compresses dark
compresses
colours.
you.
So
Yeah.
you kind of just washes you out into the background.
Yeah. Also, if you want, Google Photos will be able to make animated photos from still shots. So if you like watching, like if you want to take a fucking shit ton of your photos of your kid and then it will stitch them all together and make that thing move, so you'll get a weird slow moving animation of your child as a photo, that's a thing. I mean, that's cool. Why not? And also, Google Photos will let you store photos in a locked folder. Who knows what that's for, Dan?
Who knows? Who knows?
No one ever puts stuff in locked photos that they don't want people to see.
No
No
Nothing
women,
dodgy
no
about
men,
that.
no men and women are sending stuff to each other that they don't want people like their mum when they're just looking through their phone to see. They want to be able to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
That would never be useful.
Do you make use
Also-
of your locked photo? No,
No.
locked. No, never do I.
No. Also, this one's really insane. Google will let you change a site's password right from inside its password manager. So it will just actively go. It's only on specific websites at the moment, but it's gradually rolling out on Chrome and Android in the US and will be widely available in the coming months. But basically, if the website allows it, you'll be able to not have to log into the website to change your password. You can just do it through Google.
That
So
seems,
Google will go and manually change your thing, which I think is a massive problem. Because
Google's
anyone
getting a
gets
bit too,
access- if anyone gets access to your Google thing, they now have access to all of the websites you've saved, and they can just go and change them and lock you out. Because they only need to get your Google password, and then they can go and actually change all your other passwords.
I mean, my Google password is my most secure password.
I don't even remember what mine is. Google saved it.
Google said.
No, I know what it is. That's a joke.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, no, obviously.
Also, Android will support digital car keys, so you can unlock your car with your phone.
Oh yeah,
So
you
the
know,
Tesla thing.
that's the future of car keys, phones.
Yeah.
Your phone will be
Drop your-
everything. Soon you'll unlock your house with your phone. Can't wait for those
Also,
days.
Google debuts a new health tool to identify skin conditions using your camera.
Ah.
So, if you've got a weird skin condition and you don't want to talk to a doctor, ask Google, because Google is the doctor of the internet.
Google is a doctor in this day. Yeah,
And you'll get cancer all the time. That's all it will tell you, is you've got cancer. Because if you look up any medical thing on Google, it will go straight to cancer, because everyone panics and thinks they have cancer. But that's just some of the stuff from Google I/O.
Google's
And then
also
we've got-
opening its first store in New York
Yeah.
City.
So if you've ever wanted to go to Google and buy Google products from Google in a store rather than just on the Google website, you can now do that in New York this summer.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to copy Apple.
And Amazon and Razer.
I didn't know
And
Amazon had a
digit-
store.
Amazon has their little pop-up grocery store thing.
Didn't know that.
Amazon Yeah, it's the most advanced shopping thing in the world, because it's basically you walk into the store with your phone, tap it, go around, pick up everything that you want. It will monitor with security cameras, trackers, sensors, and everything. And if you put an item back, it will take it off your shopping list. If you take an item off, it will put it in your shopping list. And then you can just walk in, take all the stuff you want and walk out, and it will charge your Amazon account without any store staff there at all, except for like the fresh bakery.
What's the percentages of failure with
that? I don't know. I think it's only exclusive to Amazon employees at the moment.
Right, yeah.
One specific store. So, but
That
they
is
are
pretty
trying to
advanced.
make. Yeah, it's a lot of sensors, a lot of cameras. It's very expensive, and it's not going to do anything until the camera sensors and everything goes down in price. And like Tesco's and Walmart and stuff buy $1 million contracts or something like that, and they can mass produce it.
Yeah.
But it's basically your Amazon account will, as you walk in, you'll have to scan it, your phone or whatever your thing is, and then as you walk around the store, you can just pick up items, and cameras and sensors will just monitor what's been picked up and what's been taken, and then if you put it back, it won't charge you, but if you take it with you out of the store, it will charge you. And I think the only staff members in there are like the fresh bakery people who are making all the fresh bread that you can buy.
Wow.
But yeah, this is Amazon's way of killing the store employee.
Amazon will become the ruler of the world.
Yeah.
They will be
But yeah.
the one and only for everything.
Yes. And if you want to buy a Google product from Google now, you can buy it in a physical store.
Yeah. And talking about companies opening things, there's rumor that Tesla is going to open up a factory in the UK.
Yay! Cool. The British car company is back.
Tesla's not British.
No, but the car making is back.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Well, it's
the British car making pride that we all have before it crashed and everyone went Chinese, American, German, and all other countries.
we have had many before Brexit.
Mm.
Honda, for an example. There's one Honda near me, or was near me, until it got closed.
We got McLaren.
Is
We had a
McLaren
bunch
still
of car
maybe?
companies, and then we lost them all. And then
Yeah,
we-
with Tesla
we
coming
sold
over
them.
here, that's a pretty big thing.
yeah, maybe they'll actually work.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll actually get produced well because of the British work ethic and the proud history of all our car engineering prowess.
I mean, to be fair, there's so many factories that are not being used right now. You could just buy one, really easy. Sell as Bitcoin.
Maybe. But yeah, that's it for the big tech and space science shenanigans shit.
Yep, and we're just going to move on to a final section of Weird, Wacky, Wonderful World. And for the OGs of this podcast, we'll remember the dead minks.
Minxes.
Yes, the dead minxes. Wow, apparently Denmark is now racing to dig up all the millions minxes it just killed.
Yeah, so basically, they fucked up and went, because they thought basically because of COVID, they killed a bunch of minxes because they thought minxes were going to spread COVID. Then it turns out that they weren't potentially going to spread COVID. And they also fucked up digging those graves for those minxes because they didn't dig them deep enough. And so they started popping out the ground, as we talked about in one of our earlier episodes.
Yeah.
And then also they need to dig them all up now because they fucked up.
Yes. It's
This
bad.
happened in yeah, and also the dude who like commissioned it stepped down because they realized they fucked up. The Minister of Agriculture, like a lot of stuff. Like it was considered illegal. First, the Danish officials culled the animals illegally, leading to the eventual resignation of the former Minister of Agriculture, Mogens Jensen, and calls for the entire government to resign. Then millions of minks were hastily buried in mass graves that were not actually deep enough. Over time, the gases released from the decaying bodies meant that some deceased minks resurfaced in what daily national newspaper Berserks described as zombie minks rising from the grave. After locals complained about the foul smells, and the Danish Environment Protection Agency estimated that the bodies will pollute the local groundwater in 2 to 3 years, Danish Parliament agreed to remove them in December. But work only just started last week.
Oh my god.
The disposal of the minks did not go optionally. Optimally.
That was a really dumb idea, wasn't it?
Yeah. They killed 15 million minxes, or like 17 million. The number is very high.
That's so sad,
they
isn't
just
it, really?
Dumped them into mass graves and then near water supplies, so they were gonna fuck up the water. And now they have to get rid of them all and move them and bury them properly.
It's so sad. They had all their lives and all their families. You just killed them all.
Yeah.
For nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to porn.
I didn't want to say it.
Pornhub used AI to remaster the oldest erotic films in 4K.
Ah, yes, because everyone wants to see that.
Yeah, basically it's just like old-timey videos, and they colorized old-fashioned black and white videos from 125 years ago.
Yeah. And they make it 4K.
So, you know how, I don't know if you know, fucking dude who made Lord of the Rings, fucking that guy, did a war film using the same technology. Peter Jackson, that's the fucking dude's name. Peter Jackson used that to make a war film, and they used the same sort of AI to digitally recolor everything, and they got like voice actors to read over and like people to read the lips and everything. So
wait, they don't lip reading for this.
No. I'm just explaining what they did for. They might have. I don't know.
Could you imagine?
So the titillating movies that Pornhub has restored include The Kiss from 1896, which featured the first smooch captured on film. Fun fact, the 18-second movie was distributed by holding company from Thomas Edison's manufacturing firms.
Wow, okay.
And Pornhub says it was denounced as shocking and obscene to viewers at the time.
They should see our time now.
The library of 20 scenes also include a 1897 short from the legendary filmmaker George Méliès called After the Ball, which includes simulated nudity.
Oh,
so, yeah, you can now watch all of this stuff in high-quality 4K.
Yeah, because you want to. Are you going to do it?
No.
No, never mind.
Pornhub is a terrible company and shouldn't get any viewers.
No, but
they do a lot of dodgy shit.
It gets millions.
Yes. And you're one of them.
No, I'm not.
And then in the last bit of depressing news, even though it was meant to be weird, wacky, and wonderful, it's just annoying and sad and depressing.
Oh, it's depressing.
Charlie bit my finger video. Everyone's favorite early internet thing is now being auctioned off as an NFT, and they're deleting the video off YouTube.
No.
Yeah.
It's gonna get re-uploaded.
It's already been re-uploaded on a load of other things. But the video itself has 880 million views since it released in 2007. Yeah.
It's so stupid. NFTs, you know? Saving the world.
Yeah.
You love NFTs. You keep saying how much you love them.
Yeah. I mean, good for the people who are getting rich off this, but, you know, cool.
People want to get rich.
Apparently the video itself has made an estimated 1.3 million in royalties. But that amount will most definitely... that's from 2017, and that will most definitely be higher in 2021, 4 years later. And I mean, yeah. Apparently you can win if you do buy it, you get the opportunity to make a reenactment of the video 10 years later, just because with the two brothers who are now older.
Of course.
So if you want to have two teenage boys in your house, one biting the other one's finger and going nom 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 whilst the other one goes, ow, Charlie bit my finger. You can do that. Yep, you can do that in this world. That is a thing that is available for you to purchase money.
If you want to do it, go for it.
Yeah,
but
it's dumb.
That is the end of the podcast.
Yes, it is. Sorry I couldn't be lighter note. Maybe we should have done the porn last.
You probably should have.
But I wanted to do the transition from Dead Minxes to porn. That was more funny to me.
Why?
Because it's such a sharp disconnect. Anyway.
Wow. Thank you for joining us, as always.
Yep.
Check out our socials in the description that we do not post on, but check it out anyway. Get us those numbers for whatever reason. You know.
Yep. Share it around.
Yep.
Send it to your friends.
Hopefully,
torch them.
Next week we will
put them in a chair, tie them up, force them to listen to it.
Yes, make them listen to this podcast. Get us to be the #1 podcast in the world. Is that a bit ambitious?
Maybe second. Let's go second. Lower our expectations.
The second best podcast in the world.
Yeah. Cool. We'll see you sometime.
Yeah, sometime. See you on Friday, Saturday.
Saturday. Yes. We're changing it. Unfortunately, we're just having to push them back to Saturday because I need more time to edit them, and my schedule is crazy. So we're just moving it to Saturday because the video version comes out on Saturday anyway. So why not push the audio version to Saturday as well?
Yeah.
And Monday has moved from 12 to 7 p.m.
Yes, it has. Just in case we have any technical difficulties, which we've had before.
And also now all of the podcasts will release at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Mondays and Saturdays.
See you for Castlevania
at 7 p.m. Yes. Bye.